Good morning, everybody. This is the unfortunate news to start the morning. Flood watch in effect for Kerr County from 12 a.m. through 6 a.m. Thursday through Friday. We have a storm approaching tonight that could create a mess. 6 inches of rain or more is one possible forecast. More likely 1 to 3 inches of rain, according to the National Weather Service. I just checked it right now. The thing to keep in mind is is the bubble effect that envelops Kerr County going to play a role tonight, or are we going to get hit by this storm? So I don't know, and it's going to be a thunderstorm. So the dogs and the cats and the critters will all be probably upset about that. So that's our breaking news so far this morning. Libby on the labels here.
I'm here.
Libby,
hello. Yes.
I've decided that I'm going to take a new journey in my writing journey.
Oh goodness, what are you writing about?
I'm going to write fan fiction about Beatrix Potter.
Okay.
You know who Beatrix Potter is?
I've heard the name.
She wrote children's fairy tales, fables. Let me give you some titles.
On top of everything else that you're doing?
Yes, right. She was a writer and
Let's just add one more thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She lived in South Kensington, London. She was born in 1866.
What did she write? Didn't she write
The Tale of Jeremy Fisher, the Peter Rabbit.
Okay, there was a rabbit.
Peter Rabbit.
The
Tale of Benjamin Bunny.
Isn't there like some sort of rabbit that was hidden, like in the city of London? Or am I thinking about a different author?
Maybe a different author.
Okay.
Possible.
And then it was like there was some sort of treasure that was never. I don't know.
I want to say that she wrote a thing about some lazy carpenter or cobbler, a cobbler, I think it was, and these mice came in and they did all his work because he was so drunk and lazy and dumb. And mine's going to be different. Mine's going to be magical mice that come in and groom me at night. You know, manicure,
like brush your hair,
pedicure, get me
chew on your cuticles.
Yeah, get me all ready to go for the morning.
Get your dry skin out.
Yeah. Because
wow.
I don't know. Because us men, we need that.
We're disagree.
Disgusting.
I don't know if mice should be doing it.
Well, I mean that's the Beatrix Potter part of it.
The romanticism.
They'd be British.
Yes, fairy tale.
They'd be British mice. So I just realized that I don't have any of these cameras set up. It's just outrageous.
That's okay.
It's all right. We're live from the Peterson Health Digital Studio at Pint and Plow Brewing Company. By the way, the Christmas season is fast approaching, which is why we have Hanna Cox here, who I rudely introduced as New Rain.
It's okay.
Don't do that.
Well,
Rain's her own person.
Listen,
she had her own legacy.
I'm at a stage in my life where I realize that I just don't remember people's names anymore, and I should remember Hanna. It's a very elegant name, Hanna Cox.
Oh, thank you.
It's easy to say.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that.
It's one of those names like she should be like doing a blog somewhere, like for New York Magazine or something like that. So Hanna Cox, live from
the New York Times.
New York Times. It's Hanna Cox. All right. We got a great show for you, though. We got Kinslee. She's going to do some hair, makeup tutorials.
On you.
On me.
Right? We're going to show the mice how to do it later.
You know, there's no help for me at this point in my life. Really, there's not. Hey, Quick Lane over at Kinslee Ford, for all your service needs, they got it figured out for you. And Kinslee Ford will be hosting Santa Paws on December 18th.
What Santa Paws is?
That is where you take your critters down to say hi to Santa Claus.
Oh.
And
oh my God.
It's really cool. So I walked dogs yesterday, and I'm gonna take them to Santa Paws because they need to have their behavior corrected.
Oh, so they are on the naughty list.
Oh my gosh. They peed on the neighbor's tires.
Strike one.
Then they peed on the next neighbor up. I think it was Tammy's house, actually. Sorry, Tammy. Tammy Prout's my neighbor of the Hill Country Community Journal.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
But not for her.
They peed on her. Trash can, and then the next neighbor up, they peed on their.
So it won't be a good encounter with Santa.
No, probably not. Probably shouldn't bring them at all.
What if they pee on Santa?
Well, that'd be funny.
Likely.
Sounds likely. They're both jerks. So, but Quick Lane's going to make it happen for us at Santa Paws on December 18th. Go to Quick Lane, though, for all your service needs and make an appointment today at 830-257-5557. You can get your oil changed.
Actually, I only have. I'm getting close, but I'm very regular about that.
You have a newer car, right? What do you have, Kinsley?
I have Ford Explorer.
You need to get it fixed at Constable Ford.
I just got one in August.
Good. Hannah, what kind of vehicle do you drive?
A 2008 Toyota FJ Cruiser.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's a little beat up though.
It's okay, though.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You
It's
can
okay to have
take
a
your
beat-up
FJ
car.
Cruiser. When was the last time you got your oil changed? That's a 20-year-old car now. When was that? When was the last time that oil got changed?
Not that long ago. I'm about to be due for one.
Yep.
I keep an eye on it.
We got to get you over to Quick Lane. They have wonderful snacks. You can do your work there.
Ooh.
So they got a great pantry there of snacks. They also have a mobile service van. So if you need to take it over to Kerrville Shriner Park, they can fix it for you there at the Kerrville Shriner Park.
Oh, what?
There you go.
That's convenient.
Very convenient. Very, very, very affordable too. Let me see. What else do we have to deal with today? We have a lot of things to get through. Let's just get to the show.
Let's do it.
We'll talk
Let's
to
do it.
people.
Yeah.
Listen, this Christmas tree thing is gigantic, everybody. I want you guys to know that this tree, Libby,
Isn't it the largest in the hill country?
it's the largest in the world, I think.
It's so pretty. I drove by it the other day and I was like amazed. I was like, wow.
Do you know that it's so big? There's a spot to live. Hey, see this bald spot back here on my back of my head there? Is there like a spray? Can you like put like a foaming like spray to darken that up a little bit? What do you think?
There's fibers that I can pour on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
I'll get you some.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. We've got the Kerrville Christmas Lighting Corporation here and Hannah Cox, who's managing her first ever holiday lighted parade. There's 97 to 100 entries in this. I'm disappointed, by the way. I wanted to get the Ingram Tom Moore band into this thing, but they didn't get done. You know what? I think you need more bands.
I actually got Harper High School Band to join us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
excited. I don't think that they've ever done it before, and so
Yeah.
I reached out and I was like, hey,
Harper always
come on
has a
down.
really good band.
Yeah.
They do. My sister's actually the color guard captain.
Let's go.
Oh, that's right. You're a Harper Long. I forgot.
Yeah.
I am too.
Are you really?
Yes.
So how famous is Boucher? Was she famous there? Are you before Boucher or after Boucher? You're after
I'm
Boucher.
after Boucher.
Was she famous then? Did you know who she was?
I didn't. Yes.
Say yes.
Yep.
Just say yes.
Her name was all over the place on all the records. She was the fastest girl to ever come to
They have like
Harper.
giant banners of
Yes.
her like running track, just
Yes.
hanging in the gym.
As they should.
Yes. They have
It's
a
a big deal.
huge memorial of her.
Yeah, a big
Yeah.
statue
Statue.
Sam, all right, hold on a second.
for mid sport.
She has like one of those stars.
Yes.
It helps to put the thing in the right hole.
Lewis, I will tell you, this ring light washes me out really bad. It makes me look really pale. Just for future, you know.
Look, it's really I understand that you are a lovely person, but really it's all about me. So there you go. But
Look at how
you're
white
right.
I look right now.
You look incredibly bright. Here, let me go back to the shot.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a terrible shot, though.
That's
great.
beautiful.
The lighting here is suspect, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to lighting. I need to hire a lighting expert to get in here and do all the lighting. I had these guys here the other day, and this camera won't stay in focus to save my life. We had these lighting guys in here the other day to do something, and they didn't do anything for the studio. We can just crop you out, and if that's okay.
I mean, hey, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
I am excited though that you're bringing the Harper Band. That is
Me
great. That's a
too.
great achievement.
I'm so excited. I really wish that Ingram would have been able to do it as well. But next
wait a
year.
minute, I feel bad now that Hannah's washed out. Hold on a second. Keep talking. about
Oh
this.
no!
no,
don't
no.
feel
We're
bad.
gonna fix it.
I was
Damn it.
trying to.
Okay.
I was just making a joke. I was just kidding and like.
So you asked the Ingram band, what were they booked for?
No, I actually wasn't able to get a hold of them.
Oh,
but
really?
Next year, I'm gonna be more proactive and hopefully we
Okay.
can get all three.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be good. Applications open in September, so hopefully we can get all three as soon as they open.
Great.
The Peterson, I don't know if the middle school ever joins the.
Well, they usually do Tiger.
Yeah, but the Peterson bands too. So for Leadership Kerr County yesterday, when we went to Hal Peterson, we
Yeah.
got like a huge welcome by all the cheerleaders and the middle school band. I was like, oh my god, it was like a whole welcome, like an aisle thing. I have it on video. It's on
They did
Facebook.
it. They did it
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, it was really cool. And honestly, I feel like I can say this. They were sounding really good
That's
for middle
awesome.
schoolers. I was
Look at
impressed.
this. Look at this.
So
Look
I
at
don't
this.
I don't
Look at-
know.
Look at that shot.
That's
Oh,
great.
That's it.
yeah,
See,
I
you
look
don't
so
need to pay
impressed.
anybody.
See, look at you.
You don't need to
Louis.
pay anybody.
You got it.
I got it. Just a little. Just a little. That worked out very well.
It's not all your fault though. Like I'm just naturally super pale. Like it's just.
Hey, you
that's
know what?
just how it is.
The lighting in here. Sometimes when we don't. That's why we put the things up here. We had people who you couldn't see when the windows
Yeah.
open. Yeah.
Yeah.
People you couldn't see.
And it works out.
Certain white people you couldn't see at all, which is probably a good thing. This light. Let me go back to the Christmas tree for a second. It is. I was stuck at the light this morning, like extra stuck, turning left onto Main Street, off of Sidney Baker, and I'm like, man, that tree is rad. It is good looking. It is, and we haven't even like fully decorated it, right?
No, that's what it's gonna look like.
Oh, is it? Because it's gonna all be lit.
Yes.
It'll be lit.
You're not gonna get there with the K-Pub thing and put some decorations on it.
We do have some gifts.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
be
have
around
stuff
it.
around the bottom.
Yes.
Okay.
But no
around the
ornaments.
base. No ornaments.
You can still advertising on that.
On the tree base.
Yeah, you can probably. It's probably LED, right? No, the whole thing. You can make like a light show, like and say, Molly Putnam now works at Salvation Army, like rotating around it. That'd be really slick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we will take it
Yeah.
into consideration for sure.
Did it turn out better than you guys thought?
Oh,
Yes.
far exceeded expectations.
All right.
It's lovely, but we, in the future, we'll talk about decorations, and this is just, the fact that we have a tree on our courthouse lawn at all is a huge deal. We're super grateful.
Yeah. Yeah. Greg Richards just showed up, by the way. I have photos of him eating. What did you think of that party on Saturday?
Oh, I loved it.
Did you get to go to that party?
I did not.
Oh my gosh, it was incredible, wasn't
I
it?
know I called her, but she was putting up Christmas.
You were putting up. You should have been there. You should have been there. It was incredible.
It really was. It
really-
felt like we weren't in Kerrville.
I know. It was just. It was an amazing event. That's for sure.
That Water Street Festival, and then Mary on the Square. I just love things that get people out and together in our community.
Okay, Mary on the Square. Tell me about what the day is going to look like. When does it start?
Well, it's going to look like pure Christmas magic, first
Okay.
of all. But we are going to kick everything off at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
We'll have a little welcome, some Christmas music playing. We have some amazing Christmas characters coming.
We won't say who.
No, we won't.
You'll recognize them, but
I'll recognize
yeah.
them.
They are very recognizable
Yeah.
with large ears.
Did you see, by the way, I won't say
beast.
I want Christmas beast. I love the fact, by the way, that Arcadia Live has Pigpen
What are you talking about?
on your window.
Oh, doesn't it look so good?
It looks great.
Oh my gosh, Lauren.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
I know.
Charlie Brown. There's a Charlie Brown Christmas on the Arcadia windows right now.
It's pretty great.
So you have characters. So there'll be some character opportunities.
There's
Any
gonna-
Any Christmas princesses?
There will be.
All right.
Two.
Any Christmas witches?
No.
Okay.
There will be a green.
There'll be a
Very
green mischievous green goblin will be here as well.
With his,
Yes.
Yeah.
with his young companion.
Yes. That's right. Because what is it? It's Wendy. I'm sorry, whatever her name is. One of that guy's creations is going to be there.
Yes.
What about the poor dog?
You are giving away too much.
Yeah, Max
Max won't be.
will
Max won't
not
be
be
there.
there.
Right.
But we have a train.
Okay.
You can ride
What?
on.
Yes, it's going to be like a little kids'
That's the
Christmas
best.
train that they can ride. And we'll have vendors. I think we're almost to 20 vendors.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yes.
Who's
Want to
gonna-
get a friendship bracelet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Will you get friendship bracelets? It's permanent, jewelry, but we would really love to have matching bracelets.
Okay.
with you.
I will do it.
Okay.
For you guys for sure.
Do
I love
that.
that. So there's going to be permanent jewelry.
Yeah.
There's going to be Kirk Kids will be there.
They're going to be doing Santa letters, and you can put them in a mailbox.
Oh,
They will
nice.
Mail them for you.
This
They
is
pay
really
the
smart.
postage.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
a big
wow.
deal.
They're
That's from Kirk
also-
Kids doing that?
Yes,
Okay.
they're also going to have like little beaded sets that you can make gifts for your parents.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's very cute.
Right.
Yes.
It's funny too. Like, I know both of you are in that situation too, where Christmas has changed dramatically for you
Yes.
because you have little kids now. So
Yeah.
it's a different world now. So, what's your favorite Christmas memory? Hannah, go.
My parents always did Christmas like all out, like Christmas morning,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that stuff.
Right.
No wrapping the Santa gifts, stuff like that.
Wait a minute, they didn't wrap the Santa gifts?
No,
Neither did mine.
My parents would stay up all night putting together doll houses.
There must be some kind of.
Things like
there must
that.
be some. There. Look.
Sometimes Santa's too busy to wrap it.
No, he has a department for that.
No,
I'm
it
telling
made
you.
it so much
It is
better to
Mrs.
come
Claus.
out.
Let's
Like,
get real.
it made it so much better.
Yes.
Like coming
You
out
knew
and
what-
seeing all of it
yes.
there. It was like,
Yes.
oh my gosh,
parents did
Santa
the same.
came.
Yeah.
Santa gifts were not wrapped, and then what came from my parents
Yeah.
were wrapped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. All right. What was your favorite moment, Kinslee?
You know, one time this always sticks out to me, but whenever Shrek, the first one, came
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
me and my brother were very good, I guess, during the holiday season, and we came home, and my mom had written a note. It was Santa, but he said that we were doing so good that we got a DVD before Christmas. And yes.
Wow.
Yes, because we were just being such.
Were you
delight.
hellions or something like that? Or
No,
what?
I don't know. My mom was just.
She just did it.
Just
I
like,
love that.
Y'all are doing great. So
Yeah.
here you go. Here's a
Right.
early Christmas gift.
Katie, what about you? Nope.
My sister wanted she was in high school. She wanted this robe from Victoria's Secret that was white. I didn't know that she had sent this in as like her Christmas gift, but
That's bold.
my parents laid it out on the couch. Like it was like spread out on the couch, and I got up. I got an iguana that year. I got up
You got
to
an
run
iguana?
in. I did.
Really? You're
Yeah.
still alive?
No.
Oh man.
We went on vacation.
And
A
it-
couple weeks later, my uncle left the heat lamp on, so I
it-
came back to a
Cook.
very sad situation.
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
but this robe was laid out on the couch, and I went running to my parents' room, and I looked over, and I thought that someone was asleep on our couch that was not supposed to be there, and it changed literally everything for me that morning.
What a great Christmas.
Yeah.
Your sister got a nightgown or a robe, and you got a lizard.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep,
I love it.
it's-
That's a great
It'll
story.
tell you exactly who we
Libby
are.
on the label. What about you?
I don't know if I have like a specific gift, but there was one year where my dad, he would always he would go to great lengths to make sure that Santa was very real to me. And so he would like have these bells outside the door, and he would shake them,
Yeah.
and he would go, ho, ho, ho. And I would wake up, and my mom would be like, Libby, Santa's leaving. Santa's leaving. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like trying to rush out of my bed. And then I see my dad like waving, right? It's like, oh man, you just missed him. And
Just
so
missed him.
they would go to great lengths to create the magic.
My favorite
But-
one was when my son was about 8 or 9. Santa brought him the Millennium Falcon.
Oh.
And instead, though, there was a note from him that says, "Sorry, couldn't make it this year, but Santa Monkey is going to deliver it to you." And in the garage there was a 5'8" ape with a Santa suit
And that's
on.
where it started.
And that's where it started. And he threw the Millennium Falcon at my kid, and he grabbed it. It was big, right? And then he ran off, and that was.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't want to destroy
Santa monkey.
Wow.
Santa ape.
Santa Ape delivered that. That was many years ago.
Oh my God.
That was like 30 years ago now. That's crazy. All right, here's the deal. Mary on the Square starts at 5 o'clock. This is going to be an awesome event. But really the big festivities kick off at what time?
As soon as the parade ends, so we would say like 7:30.
Yeah.
Ish.
Okay. All
So just as the parade ends, wander over to the courthouse lawn.
Yeah, follow
Yeah.
Santa.
Follow Santa.
Follow Santa.
Santa's,
Yeah, he's
By the way,
ending
the
off the
caboose of
parade.
the
Yeah.
parade.
Santa had a spectacular belt on.
Oh.
Did you
My
did you see that
gosh.
I'm
belt?
trying to
Clint
remember.
Orms made Santa a belt buckle.
Yeah.
You're playing.
Y'all,
No.
this
I have pictures of it. Yeah.
it was gorgeous.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh,
for
you
Was
took
it
a picture
Christmas
of my dad and I that night, and I never saw it in your little.
You know what? I have to go. I took 11,000 photos that day.
Oh my God.
You
I
went
know.
to a lot of events.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So I haven't even gone through everything that I took.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Forget I said anything.
Yeah. He told me that there was 2 ounces of gold in that belt.
It was gorgeous. Like truly.
It's like I don't know what you would ever use it for other than for that. And then the belt itself was gorgeous too. There's a picture of it in the photo gallery on KerrCountyLead.com.
I'm like speechless. I don't even.
No, it was so beautiful.
It was.
Did the guy get to keep it?
I mean, it had
reserved for
$7,000 worth of gold.
Yeah, that's
at
one,
least.
one heck of a
Was it
gift.
Christmas themed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It was so amazingly beautiful.
So Santa's gonna show off his belt buckle,
Yeah.
and then they go to the courthouse. So what happens next?
So we will kick it off. Ashley Phillips will get to tell you all about their kettlebell campaign, the Salvation Army.
Woohoo!
And they're amazing community partners of ours. They'll kick off the event, and we have a few. They'll announce the parade winner up on stage. We will, hopefully Santa will come over and visit us at the stage, and then once he does, we'll get to count down and light the courthouse in the brand new
Bam!
Christmas
Lit.
tree. Yeah, we're so excited.
By the way, is your scarf and little brooch thing there? Is that from?
That's Clint Orms.
Is it? That's nice.
Yeah.
You got.
I want to save up money for something from there so bad. I really do.
Oh, here.
Because going in there, I went in there on Saturday, maybe around 12, and I mean, gosh, it's such good night.
I was unwell.
What in?
That's really cool.
It was huge. Like it was
Wow.
bigger.
Yeah.
It
was
look.
bigger than
It looks like 2 iPhones.
Oh yeah.
I truly
Like put
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
But it was
No, it was gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, it's something else. I mean, it was probably to me the most stunning piece that I'd seen in there. And Libby's like, she's into it now.
Yeah, I mean,
Libby's like,
Trying to figure out what types of flowers those are.
isn't it gorgeous though?
Yeah.
it
Those
was
are pretty.
so amazing.
By the way,
I
these
feel like
are-
everything about that night
Yeah.
was so intentional, so beautiful.
Yeah. There's Pablo and the big steer.
Yeah.
And these
It was
guys.
kind of It was hard to tell who, because Arcadia had an event that night too, Tyvee Two Step.
Yeah.
And a whole concert, and then people from the Clint Orms thing started to come over to the theater, and it was just people on people
Yeah.
on people.
People
It was
going
cool
back.
though.
People were going back.
Yeah, it was cool
I love
though.
this photo, by the way. This is Clint Orms and his son Clayton, and this
Yeah.
is before they go on stage, and just like,
They're twins.
yeah, they're just kind of there. The cow was cool though. There you are.
Longhorn.
There you guys are.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah, with that little my she doesn't see me anymore, Meredith Tilley. So I don't know. I never see her anymore.
I'll bring her sometime.
Anyway, there's Greg Richards, by the way. He's waiting in the wings for this. But this
Yeah.
is this event, and then Hannah, we start the parade at 6 on the dot.
Yes, we start the parade at 6, and then just so everybody knows, downtown closures start at 11 a.m. If you guys need to know more about the traffic closures, definitely visit the website, kerrvilletx.gov. And then also, I forgot to mention this last time, but I want to shout out James Avery. They did an amazing sponsorship for the Holiday Lighted
Right.
Parade, as well as HEB. So if you see any of those guys, say thank you so much.
And by the way, our lighted coverage begins at 5:45
Okay, good.
with Libby Horton, who I have a chair for,
Yay.
Leslie Jones, who I have a chair for, and now Julie Davis, who's part of our broadcast team.
I was talking to her about it yesterday. She goes,
Yeah.
I guess I'm doing it.
She's doing it.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good time. I have some good ideas of what we could wear if we wanted to.
The parade coverage is brought to you by our good friend Amber Thomason. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And I have spent more money on this parade already, getting ready for this parade than I'm going to make on it. So it's a lost leader for me, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
So worth it,
Yeah, it's
right?
so worth
Christmas
it.
spirit. I will say though too, the courthouse, the parking lot there will be closed
Yeah.
as well. So there will not be any public parking there.
Use the parking
Use the
garage.
parking garage. Y'all,
Yes.
that thing is awesome.
Yeah.
Use it.
I'm pretty sure we're also like opening up the very top floor too. So
That's
there's
what's up.
good.
plenty of
Good.
Plenty of parking.
Good.
And it is like a 2-block walk.
Right.
Like
So it's
just
not
walk
far.
it.
There's
Yeah,
plenty.
but there's parking. I know that further down there's the Calu parking lot.
Yes, there's a Presbyterian church.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
And
Presbyterian
then the
church,
the one
Get some steps in.
Shriner 1
Yeah,
parking
y'all.
lot.
Yeah. Get
Walking's good for you guys.
Yeah.
It's good for you. Just do it. It's fine.
Yep.
And you get to see
not a big deal.
like new parts of your community
Exactly.
that you wouldn't
Yep.
if you're just driving right up to the spot that you need to
Yes.
get to.
Live
so.
life just a little slower. It's
All right.
okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I'm excited for this weekend.
It's going to be
Woohoo.
great. We are so excited to see it all come together. I can't wait to flip the switch. Well, for Shane to flip the switch, we just get to count.
Yeah.
But we do have radio.
But we have radios.
Radios. Good job, you guys.
Radios this year. Thank you,
All right.
Salvation Army.
Good job, Katie. Good job, Kinslee. Good job, New Rain, aka Hanna.
Hannah.
Cox.
Her name is Hannah.
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay.
Live.
You'll learn it.
I get it right. I'll figure it out. All right. I got to throw you out now. Goodbye.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
job.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Greg Richards.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Calling.
Yeah.
Calling Greg Richards and Molly Putnam and Austin Dickson. Come to the center stage, please.
So, Lewis,
Molly, come on.
I'm excited to host the Christmas parade. I feel like last year I didn't really have an idea.
You guys
I didn't
did a
know. I
great
didn't
job.
realize how big of a deal it was going to be, and I didn't know how people were going to receive it.
Yeah. Let me go find those two real quick.
Yeah, I'll talk about some stuff that's going on.
Yeah, wait,
so
wait.
I know that we have a lot of events
Yeah, go
for
ahead.
Arcadia coming up in December this Friday and stuff, but something that I want to talk about is our standing ovation campaign, or our thing that we're trying to do. So we started this at the beginning of the year. Or not the beginning of the year, but around like May, April, standing ovation. We have a little bit of debt left over from our renovation. And we, at first it was $150,000, and we have a matching donor that will give us $150,000. So everything that we raise, it's matched for the same amount. And before the flood, we had made great headway. But we had stopped the campaign, because there was a lot of other need that was happening within the community, and so we paused it. But now, because people have been so gracious, we only have about $28,000 left. And so I think now we've had a couple of other donations go in now. Now it's about 26. But our goal is to get that money taken care of by December 31st. And so if you feel like you would like to give to Arcadia in the next couple of, oh my God, I can't do math. It's like what? It's more than halfway through November. So you have all of December to think about it. But what this is going to do is open up our income in order to give more free events to our community. It's going to alleviate financial stress because we are a nonprofit. It really is going to pave a way for us to give more to everybody. Because I don't know, with like loans and stuff, I actually do know about loans and stuff. You have to make those monthly payments,
Yep.
and those things are very high.
Very high.
So if we can just get that zeroed out, it's going to just really open up what we can do at the theater and for the rest of Kerr County. So yes, December 31st, Standing Ovation Fund. We have a link on our website that you can donate to. So 26,000 left, you guys.
Get it done.
Get it done.
Get it done. We're gonna get this fixed.
Yes, this Friday we have Mickey and the Motor Cars.
Mickey and the Motor Cars.
Yes. Tickets are still on sale for
Look
that.
Look at this photo, by the way. Look at that guy. That guy's.
I love that shirt.
Where'd you get that shirt from?
Robert Graham.
Robert Graham. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. That's Greg Richards, and Austin Dixon's here.
For not
But
putting the one up of me shoving food in my
I have that.
Don't do that one.
I taught that in a sequence, by the way. Before we get to Austin and Greg, though, the new Molly Putnam's here.
Hi.
Did you say the new?
Yeah, she's new.
New and improved.
The new.
New and improved.
I thought you
I
retired.
haven't met this version.
Wait a minute, I thought you retired.
I did. So, well, not really retired, but I did leave Salvation Army a couple of years ago. I've
Right.
been there for 10 years and left for a couple of years.
It was a devastating loss.
It was really hard to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting, though? I have to say this, though. Like, you left, and Jeremiah and Missy were there, and they were very hands-on, but you were definitely missed, for sure, because you kind of kept things organized and running. Because they don't always, part of the challenge with the Kroc Center is that the majors don't always stay for long. They have to move on at some point. So having some consistency. And so when you left, it was like, well, who's in charge now? So now you're back. And what is your job now?
Now I'm back. I came back at the same job. I'm the Kroc director again.
So you're in charge of the facility.
Yes.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Has anything changed since you left?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of new faces. Like
Right.
I come back.
Leslie's around somewhere.
Yes.
Ashley's running around. Elzeth's there. So you got some good people though.
Great people. Yeah, really great people. So I've been back for a little over a month and really excited for new things and new opportunities.
Like the
and
kettle
new team.
parade?
Yeah, kettle parade.
When is the kettle parade?
This Saturday.
Is that right?
Yeah. Because
We're the
Salvation
kinda-
Army at Kroc Center is helping out with the lighting.
With the lighting, yeah. So we're kind of like the first kickoff to that evening, 7:30ish time.
Right.
Ashley will be up on stage kicking off our kettles.
That's the time to do it. Have you ever rung a kettle?
Yeah, actually, when I graduated high school, the following Christmas, I was employed at the time. Like you could get paid to do it. I don't know if that's still a thing, but yeah, I did it for about like 2 weeks during Christmas, and that's actually how my parents met. My mom was a bell ringer for the Salvation Army.
Really? That's a funny
up in
story.
Pampa, and
So it's a good story for you.
yeah,
It's a good, that's another good Christmas story that you got.
it is. It's funny. Yeah, my mom was like a young, I don't know, like 20-something-year-old, and my dad went into Walmart to get a fishing pole up in Amarillo, and it was snowing really bad, and he was like, oh my gosh, like this woman's really pretty. And then a couple of days later, they went to the local watering hole, and he saw her there, and then
the
that's
rest
the way it
is
is.
history.
The rest is history.
Rest is history. That's a good story.
Salvation Army brought my parents together.
Yeah, I love that.
Look at that. Molly, though, I mean, does it feel good to be back?
It feels great to be back.
Yeah.
You know, I spent the last 2 years working with HEB.
Yeah.
Amazing company, you know, wonderful. But I feel back at home. You know, I really do.
I remember the first day I saw you back there, I was like, wait a minute here. What are you doing here? Yeah, all right. It is good to have you back because it does provide us another level. Because the Kroc, when you think about it, I don't know. When I think about the Kroc, I think about it as being a safe place for community events. I think about it as being coming out of the flood too, another important part of our flood recovery efforts, and just a comforting place for so many families to kind of go and work out or have a good time. So
It's all encompassing.
It is. It absolutely is. That's the intent, that community center vibe. That's what we want to be putting out there, a place for our kids, our families to be able to come and enjoy. There's not a lot, unfortunately, to do here in Kerrville for youngsters.
Yeah.
And so
We're changing it.
that's the good thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I apologize.
So-
I had that photo on a lot longer than I thought.
It's okay. I don't think anyone minds.
Oh, because Greg is pretty sightly. So
So okay, kettle parade. Can you just kind of explain like what that's about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we started this a couple of years ago, very small version, and Ashley has grown it into kind of what it is now. We have several businesses, about 10 businesses that have decorated one of our kettles. So that's part of the competition, is the great decoration of these
The
kettles.
most beautiful kettle wins.
Jeff Harris
Yes.
and his team at Southstar Bank did a leg lamp kettle.
Yes.
I remember
Yes,
that.
that's
Yeah.
right.
That's pretty cool.
That's right. So it's kind of our kickoff. So at the lighted parade on Saturday, the kickoff at the courthouse, we're going to be up there. We're going to have all of our kettles lined up. And it really is the business kind of takes this kettle wherever they want it to go during the next several weeks, raising donations for Salvation Army.
Okay. So it's like the most the most revenue that each
Yes.
kettle gets. Like that's the winner. It's not based on beauty.
Some
Are there
beauty,
two awards?
Some beauty, but yeah, who
Okay.
raises the most. And
Okay.
So, yeah,
I'm
and that's
gonna-
kind of our kickoff to our
That
kettle
makes sense.
season.
I'm going to enter the table setting contest next year.
Great.
We're going to
Oh, my.
replicate this.
This okay. Fit right
Let's
in.
throw some HDMIs out there.
This disaster will be.
Oh,
there.
honestly though, that's a really good idea.
Wouldn't it be fun?
It's so different, and it like, it's not aesthetic, but it's more of like a, I don't know. I'm into that.
I love
think it's a
it.
good idea.
Yes, I love it.
It's a total mess. By the way, did
I like total mess sometimes.
oh, she didn't take it. Kate usually steals that. Here, try that. By the way.
What do you feel anything?
Feel power with that?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of like it.
Let everybody handle it.
we go.
What do you think about that, Greg? Doesn't it feel nice?
Is it natural?
Let Austin handle it.
This is what this is what Austin does every day. He just
Oh,
gets up
no.
and he takes his
He orchestrates stuff.
He's orchestrating. He's like, I need a little more here. There.
Yes. Yes.
Crescendo.
But doesn't that feel good though to hold that thing? That's a Gene Dowdy original, by the way. So, what kind of now? How are things looking for next week though? That's the big question, because it's the biggest time of the year.
Oh gosh, yes.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah. So
We'll do the show live there on Thursday at 9:00.
I'll tune in.
Yeah. But tell us about what's going to happen on Thursday.
Yeah, so Wednesday night, our Odessa Chuck Wagon Gang is coming in. Their big semi-mobile kitchen. They're going to set up outside the Kroc Center to start preparing early Thursday morning for our Thanksgiving meal. And so the meal itself will start serving in the building at 11 a.m. But prepping up to that, we'll be sending out volunteers to I-10. Those rest stops right before you come into Kerrville.
And that's my favorite. That's my favorite part of the whole thing is seeing people stagger out of their cars, and there's the Salvation Army, well, some turkey and some gravy and things like that. I mean, it's really kind of interesting to see, because people have been like, a lot of people have just been driving all night to get to somewhere they're going.
Yes, and there we are on the side of the road with a Thanksgiving meal
That's
for
great.
anyone that needs it.
It's awesome.
And then we'll be sending out probably about 300 meals for delivery. So
Yeah.
we'll have several volunteers picking up meals and delivering those out to the community. Meals on Wheels included. We'll have some of those people that'll be we'll be delivering to. And then we're going to be serving. So we're looking at about 1,300 meals that we'll be serving that day. And all those, if you don't want to sit and eat at the Kroc Center, you can also come in and get a to-go box for your entire family. Take it home and present it out as though you cooked it if you want.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's always a huge volunteer effort. Are you fully staffed with volunteers, or do you need more volunteers?
We're definitely very heavy on volunteers, but we're always looking. If you're interested, still need something, want to come out, give us a call, reach out, or go online to kerrvillecroc.org and register to volunteer with us.
Now, how is Elzeth wants to put in field hockey? Have you realized that dream yet?
We're talking through that dream.
All right.
I don't. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah,
Okay.
it's still there.
She wants a field hockey facility.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, I know. She wants to play field hockey. It's a great sport, by the way. It really is.
Yeah, it'd be really kind of a cool thing for us to offer here.
Yeah, it would be. It's low cost. You just have to have a mallet and and some skirts, and you're okay. You're good. And t-shirts.
Skirts and t-shirts.
Yeah.
Skirts,
and
t-shirts,
t-shirts.
Long socks.
big open space.
Yeah.
And y'all got at least one. You got the big open space.
We've got the big open space. It's not the greatest, but
No.
it's playable. We can do stuff
You can
down
do
there.
you can do something down there. right.
Absolutely.
All right. Stick with us for a minute. I got more
Okay.
questions for you. But Greg and Austin are here, and this is delightful too. Let me see here. The Hill Country Community Foundation. I'm sorry, the Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country. I'll get it right. Trust me.
It's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words.
But you got it.
Non-stop busy since about, let me say, Austin, 8:30 in the morning on July 4th. When did you stand up that fund?
9:48 a.m.
9:40 a.m. And have you had any day? Well, you did take a little time off. We know about that. You're already on my list on that still. But you did take some time off. Have you? What is the average day like for your staff, the Community Foundation?
The average day is a lot of meetings, a lot of hearing from people about what are the needs of the community, and trying to meet those needs, coming up with program design, matching resources to needs, and also stewarding donors. The American donor is still showing up for Kerrville and Kerr County.
What is that like though? And what is that like as far as like people who are asking questions about, what are they asking about, and who is showing up? Is that
You mean the donor?
Yeah, the donor. I mean, it seems like we haven't we haven't been forgotten. That's for sure.
No, I mean, in disasters, you've got immediate response, online donations, people mailing in checks, support because it's in the news cycle. And then there's a longer lag time for charitable foundations and businesses who not are just making cash contributions, but are maybe doing some kind of campaign.
Yeah.
So on Monday, Wood Forest Bank came by.
Oh, really?
They're based out of the Woodlands. They have 200 locations plus across Texas, including a location at the Walmart here in Kerrville. And they did a campaign with their customers all this fall to benefit the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund.
Wow.
And so they came by on Monday to present a check for over $160,000 that they matched with their customers over a period of time. And so they collected those monies, I want to say, in like the third quarter.
Wow.
And then collected it, accounted for it, blessed it, matched it with their own corporate funds, and then made an appointment to come out, see the foundation, talk to us, see how the funds are being used. We had a check picture presentation. And so that's just an example from this week of how we are not forgotten and people are still showing up and wanting to show love to Kerrville and Kerr County. And one of our primary roles at the foundation is to steward that generosity and let them know that the money's going to be spent well, thank them and thank their customers and all the people that have kept our community in their hearts so many months down the line.
I mean, the interesting thing about this is that the community foundation, stands this fund up at 940. I think I talked to you. What's weird about the flood is that I've forgotten this, that we were on for like almost 8 hours on Friday, on that Friday. I think I talked to you by 10-ish, I would say. We were having a conversation on the phone live.
Sounds right.
And you were telling me about the fund being stood up. But money does weird things to people. And some people are like, that's our money, and you get to spend it this way. And there's a lot of misinformation out there. Greg and I have talked about this a little bit too. Austin, I know you're aware of it. It's frustrating for me, like as a information person, to see people, as we've tried our best to explain it to folks, like this is where this is from. But there's been, I don't know, how would we characterize some of the misinformation that's out there about these efforts?
Oh, how would I characterize it?
Yeah.
I would say that instead of characterizing it, because I'm not privy to all the information that's out there, and I try to only read information that's accurate and not inaccurate information. What I will say is that the Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country is a 501c3 public charitable foundation. And so donors who made a gift to the Community Foundation are making a gift to a public charity and a public charitable foundation. And I say those words intentionally because there are certain rules and requirements and regulations that a public charitable foundation must follow in making investments. And so we follow all those rules and regulations, number one. Number two, donors selected the Community Foundation amongst a large array of options to give to, and there's lots of reasons that they did that, including a lot of people in our community were like, this is the central trusted place where you can make a donation and know it will be put to good use. And every single grant that's been made from the foundation has aided in recovery and been put to good use. And there's more on the way. That's kind of all I would say about that. There's certain rules of the road. Like I can't authorize a grant to Libby directly. That is not a legal transaction that a community foundation can make. And for some people that sounds unusual or strange, and I wouldn't expect people to know those kind of requirements. But I can make a grant to Arcadia Live, and we can authorize that kind of grant because it's a nonprofit. So we don't want to get too in the weeds of a regulatory environment, but I think a lot of people don't really think about those things, nor should they have to, quite frankly. But I think that might be a source of where some things are coming from. And then people can give in all sorts of ways. You can give to GoFundMe and it can go straight to a person. There's lots of ways that support has flown around and flowed through the community. But when it comes to the Community Foundation, it's going to be handled in the most professional, expert way.
Some of the things that I've had to deal with or respond to or push back against would include, why can't you pay for the city's budget shortfall?
Yeah. It's a great question.
Why can't we? There's a way to do it. You got to figure a way to do it. And there's there's certain things you can pay for. Like if you want to make a grant for park improvements.
Guadalupe Park,
because that's another example. So in that scenario, the 3 NBA teams and their minor league affiliates are kicking in $125,000 each.
Yeah.
But the community foundation is covering the other half of that, right? Or some percentage of that.
Correct. The community foundation and its donors have made a $375,000 grant to Guadalupe Park. That money is being matched by 3 NBA teams and the Sport for Healing Fund at the San Antonio Area Foundation. So we made that grant, I don't know, a couple months ago now, the $375,000 commitment.
Yeah.
And that was intended to get all those other teams to say, this is a viable project
right.
and it's going to go forward. And yes, that is a project that is scoped out. It's specific. It's the only inclusive playground in our county. We absolutely need it back. Families depend on it. It's a specific project that is not in a current city budget. It's not something that the city can take on. It's not something that the insurance is going to stretch to make, and it's absolutely a perfect candidate for philanthropy. And that's why you see 3 NBA teams and the Community Foundation teaming up.
I didn't delve into this exclusively yesterday or this morning in the newsletter. Let me just, sorry to interrupt you, but give you an idea about this too. So Bear Creek Bridge, which you go Arcadia Loop and you go across the river to the south side of the river, was destroyed during the flood.
Yep.
The way that FEMA works is that you got to pay that out first, right? So they got to the city is on the hook for building a temporary bridge, which is about $500,000, and then they have to replace the bridge. FEMA will cover 75% of that. 25% of that will be on the city. So it's still a hell of a lot of money for the city, and that is last night. Trina Rodriguez, the assistant finance director, said, we still don't know how much damage we have. As far as what the total monetary value of that damage is. So the city really is not in a position in a lot of ways. People think like they don't realize that this is just not going to be automatic money flowing from FEMA to the city to pay for everything. That's not how this works. And so the community foundation is filling those gaps in certain areas, but you're not building a bridge, as far as you're not financing that or some of those things. You're doing the other heavy lifting in other areas to help the community.
There are certain roles for philanthropy to play in a disaster, and the community foundation is absolutely playing those right now. Mm-hmm. Some examples would be housing, mental health, and community and cultural investment, like the seeds that we've been planting recently, helping in all these other ways around restoring civic assets. But there are lots of pots of money that are needed for recovery. And for building infrastructure in a county or a city, those are governmental units that take ownership of infrastructure. Infrastructure in America is not built with charitable donations.
Right.
And so I think part of it is understanding what type of money is best suited to what type of project. And it's, in a lot of cases, black and white. And in a lot of cases, it's case by case.
Yeah.
And so we just have to consistently and constantly look at that and make sure that we're using the absolute right funds for the right cause.
Right. And Greg, you've seen some of this work already. Are you on the board, or what is your role at the foundation? Are you the lawyer?
Greg is the chief strategy officer of the foundation and also the foundation's general counsel. He was general counsel before the flood.
Now he's the strategy officer.
And now he has been hired also as the chief strategy officer for the flood fund specifically.
That's great.
So he is integrated into our operations, in part because there's a lot of legal issues that go along with our work that I have a bachelor's degree in world religious studies.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified
well, and that's the thing
some matters.
Is that what people don't realize either is that you have 5 employees, 6 employees?
We now have, starting December 1st, we'll have 7.
7 employees.
Let's go.
Yeah. Head count going up.
To manage a fund of just the fund, just the flood fund alone is $100 and some odd million.
Yes.
And but Greg, what are some of the challenges that you're seeing? Because I mean, a lot of this got stood up really fast. People don't realize that this is.
Yeah,
here's
what I think about every day.
Yeah,
is that we've studied every available data set that estimates what the damage from the flood was, what it's going to take to recover. And round numbers, that's $1 billion.
Yeah.
And so even though the flood relief fund is $100 million, it's still 1/10 of what you need to recover. And so that's where strategy comes in, and it's where you have to, number one, figure out what lane can philanthropy run in, what are the things we can fund, and then try to make those investments as strategically as possible. And the Guadalupe Park one was a great one. Foundation could have funded that entire thing, but instead we leveraged the good donor intent of other organizations that said, hey, we want to partner too. And we used foundation dollars to unlock those other dollars.
Right.
And so it made the donor dollar go farther. And that's what we're trying to do constantly so that we can penetrate the recovery as deep as possible, knowing that we don't have enough money to pay for everything.
Same thing happened with Ingram Little League. They were kind of surrounded, hugged very tightly by the Houston Astros. And the Houston Astros and their foundation took on that project, did some fundraising with other sports teams, and they needed $300,000 more to lock it in and close the deal. And the foundation made the community foundation made a $300,000 grant, and now opening day will go on as scheduled.
It's looking great. It's looking great.
So just you gotta leverage, you gotta partner, you gotta gap fill. The foundation can do big things too, absolutely, and we are. Particularly around housing, but Greg is exactly right.
Yeah, I mean,
the donor expects leverage.
Here was the message from housing alone was, hey, this is right off the bat was a $40 million investment, and I'm sure that it's expanded since then. And tell me about what's going on with the housing piece of it.
It's something we're really proud of. So one of the things that we are saying at the Community Foundation and believe fully is that the fundamental unit of recovery in this flood is the individual. And the individual must get back to home, to mental health, to community. And so if that is the case, then we must invest in part in housing recovery.
Yeah.
So tonight, there are over 100 families that slept in an apartment or an Airbnb that was funded by the Community Foundation for temporary housing. We are funding people up to 12 months of rent and utilities in an apartment, a house, or an Airbnb if they need it. And this is all while they figure out their next steps in housing. We also have 32 case managers that are on salary through March of 2027, working with on average 15 families per case manager to help those people get what they need. So this is repairing and rebuilding homes. We've already finished 3 homes. We got 30 in progress. We got 63 in the pipeline. Hammers are flying in this community. We also are helping people whose primary residence was an RV get a brand new RV through a grant from Episcopal Relief and Development that we have made. We had a session last week with local realtors offering down payment assistance. If you were a renter, there's the flyer for down payment assistance. If you were a renter and where you rented was destroyed, perhaps we can help you become a new homeowner here in the community. We also have something called an unmet needs pool that case managers have access to. This is, did you lose a car? Does your child have a disability and need a helmet? Do you need a CPAP machine? What is an unmet need that you have in your household? And you can work through your case manager to tap that fund and get that paid for. That is live today through our case manager. So we are working to give the hundreds of families that their home has become unlivable and needs to be repaired choice on how they repair, how they rebuild, where they live next, how they live next, and get them ideally in a stronger position than they were before the flood.
Yeah.
And that takes a monumental effort, and all of that is 100% funded by the Community Foundation.
The one thing too that I know, I had some back and forth on this too, but I know it's the Community Foundation did the heavy lifting on this. The mental health element of it,
yes,
is such a big part of this as well. The MHD gives a staggering number of people that have reached out for mental health care in this period, like something like contacted more than 14,000 people. And I guess my confusion sometimes rests is that, does the community foundation's work extend outward into with other organizations across Texas too? Because I just saw an article yesterday, actually a video package from one of the TV stations in Dallas, Fort Worth, talking about the families that lost children, and they're trying this new therapy program, and they're raising money for these therapies to deal with the PTSD. And I think one of the untold stories is that at the camps, so many, at Mystic particularly, so many of these little girls who died had older siblings there as well, because they're usually the youngest kids. All the youngest ones were the ones that passed away. So, I mean, what kind of work are we doing outside of Kerr County, especially outside of the Hill Country?
Great question. So I'll start by saying that the mission of the Community Foundation is to work locally in our 10-county area, and the mission of the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund is to help our community rebuild and repair in Kerr County. That said, our Board of Trustees is well aware that people who died in the flood in Kerr County were members of our community that day.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people, one of the unique things about this disaster is that people that were affected by the flood in our county don't live in our county.
Yeah.
Or they have family members that don't live in our county. There's also people in Houston, Dallas, Austin that were affected by our flood in a deep way that weren't actually physically here that day. And so while we as the Community Foundation and the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund specifically cannot take on the mental health care of the state of Texas, what we can do is we can think about what do people who were affected by the flood, who are members of our community on July 4th, what do they need? And so far we have done three things. One, we have granted funds to the Meadows Mental Health Policy Institute. We've launched yesterday a family mental health care fund. If you have a family member who died in the flood and you're a parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, sibling, or what the experts call fictive kin, you can call the Meadows Mental Health Policy Institute. You can be reimbursed for your health care, not covered by insurance, copays, deductibles, out-of-pockets. The Community Foundation will cover that expense through the Meadows Mental Health Policy Institute. This means that somebody in Houston whose niece or nephew may have died in the flood might be able to have some mental health care services that were partially covered by insurance compensated for through a grant from the Community Foundation. So one is helping people in that way. Two, we also made a grant to Meadows to ensure that anybody in Texas who had a relative who died in the flood can access free or low-cost mental health services by also calling the Meadows Mental Health Policy Institute and getting navigation supports. If you have not taken up that service yet, now is the time, and you absolutely can do that.
And there's a website right there for you.
And there's a website to do that. The third thing we did is that we did due diligence on trauma and grief peer group nonprofit organizations in the communities where the most people who died in our community lived. This is Fort Worth, Dallas, Midland, where 8 people died in Midland, Odessa, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, and we researched organizations like the Children's Bereavement Center of South Texas, which is a grantee of ours, but we even made a grant to the Centers for Family and Children in Midland, which is a grief and counseling nonprofit in Midland, working with people in Midland who were directly affected by this flood.
Wow.
And so we know that those people are also affected. So that is the first step in mental health that we are doing, in addition to investments locally in the Children's Bereavement Center and New Hope Counseling. We've already made a grant to Hill Country MHDD. We've already made a grant to the Texas Hill Country Counseling Association. And there's more mental health resources locally on the way in the coming months and in the coming years. But those are the steps that we have taken, and we announced yesterday to just signal to folks that mental health is absolutely a priority. The data is telling us that. People are telling us that. And there are ways to get ahead of it now and help people meet the need that they have.
I guess one of the for some of us who pay attention, it's not that It's not that hard to figure out where things are working if you just follow the information that's out there. But if you're like looking up the sky and thinking that chemtrails are going to be a problem, then this may not be the place for you to get your information from. But Rebuild Kerr is sort of that arm of the community foundation that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting around town. And there's been some confusion, mainly from the chemtrails crowd, about that. Sorry, I had to throw a little dig in there. I couldn't help myself. Apologize. Everyone, just don't pay attention to me. Rebuild Kerr.
Rebuild Kerr is a website that we created to document the grants that we're making in an effort to be transparent. It's also a resource for flood victims to raise their hand and complete our needs assessment. All these case managers that are working with people who have various needs that need to get met, they're all coming through the needs assessment and being matched with a case manager. And so the needs assessment is the primary fundamental step one. If you are a flood victim, raise your hand. We can't help you if we can't find you. And it's a portal for people, rebuildkerr.org. The first button there says, are you affected by the flood? Click there and you can sign up. So Rebuild Kerr is not only documenting the grants that we're giving out, but it's also a way for people to connect with services. And then we put all our other news announcements, and our newsletter sign up is there, and so on and so forth. So we wanted a hub that was not the Community Foundation's homepage, but was just specific to this recovery, rebuildkerr.org. And I'm really proud of the information that's on there, and it's constantly changing because it's constantly being updated because we're moving at the speed of recovery.
Absolutely.
We've just, on that newsletter point, that just started, and there's a weekly newsletter that goes out every Monday that gives updates from the Community Foundation. So you can go to rebuildkerr.org and sign up for that, and you can hear the latest and greatest every Monday morning.
Greg, I mean, you and I talked about this a little bit too. I mean, you being a strategy person too. I mean, you heard some of the kind of crazy nonsense was out there. I mean, how did you push back against some of it, or just publicize it? That's not what's happening here. That's what I feel like I do a lot these days.
Well, it's. I think one, you have to have a posture of compassion. You have to realize that so many in our community are hurting and have suffered deep, deep loss, and they haven't figured out the exact path to recovery yet. And that causes a lot of stress when you think about, what is my life going to look like? Is my home going to come back? Is my business going to come back? Am I going to have a job? Whatever it may be. So you have to start with compassion. And then the second step is really education, is really letting people know that the foundation, like I said a minute ago, there's a limited source of funds to solve a very big problem. And we're trying to be very, very strategic about how to deploy that to make sure that we're leveraging every resource, unlocking every dollar, and making really good strategic investment.
Absolutely. Hey, Molly Putnam, new Molly Putnam. When did you start over there at the Kroc, back at the Kroc?
September 29th, the day before our big Circle of Service annual event.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
So you missed all. You used to live here, but you saw the flood stuff from not being part of the Salvation Army. Coming out of this, how has the flood affected the Kroc and the Salvation Army? I mean, it stretched you guys pretty thin in some ways.
No, it absolutely did. I came in. I was working HEB at the time during the flood. I was still here in Kerrville and everything. But Salvation Army. I mean, it definitely. I think the staff, everybody that jumped in and got involved, it. Just like everybody else, it wore down and took a toll on everybody. And so I think you're kind of starting to see a little bit of everybody's normal coming back. Right.
Yeah. Right. I mean, there's like, I was looking at something the other day from May. Oh my God, it feels like.
I know.
It
feels
so
like 2 years ago.
Long ago.
Yeah.
And we've been in this intensive 5-month period of time here, but Austin, you and Greg both see this too. Every single organization in this community was stressed by this event.
Yeah,
school districts, little leagues, the Kroc, Red Cross. I mean, some of the things the churches did, as a matter of fact. And I still need to get them on here. The City West Church.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
Incredible heavy lifting, for that. They were the command center for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Groups that came in here to help were amazing. We see a more active hunt preservation society as an example of this as well. Where have we come to at this point? Where do we stand? What's your assessment? Are we halfway through it? Are we a quarter of the way through it? I'm just trying to figure out some context here to help us say we have a long ways to go. This is how much longer we have.
I think we're still at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think that we as a community.
Is that hard for people to hear, though?
Yeah.
Well, here's
hard.
the reality of it is that you can't move fast enough for those that are hurting.
Mm-hmm.
But as we've been in communication with peer organizations across the United States and folks that have seen this movie and understand how complicated and challenging disaster recovery is, what we're hearing is that comparatively, the Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country is moving at incredible speed. I mean, you think about it, we're not even 5 months in. We've got 9 different housing programs deployed. We've got bunches of things going on in mental health. And our focus right now is on community and culture and figuring out things like river restoration and parks and cultural institutions and civic assets and economic revitalization. So it can't go fast enough.
Yeah.
But it's literally, we work on it all day, every day.
And I think, the thing that, and I don't know who was on TV more, Austin or me. I think Austin was during this flood. But one of the things I said, too, right off the bat was like, this community's resilient. This community gives. I mentioned the Community Foundation in the first national TV thing that I was on, talking about the work that you did in Uvalde, which shockingly to me is almost minor now compared to what this effort has been like. And I don't like that comparison, but that's kind of what's happened here. Both horrible things that we've had to, watch and endure. And I saw how this community responded to Uvalde. I went down to Uvalde the day after, and there were so many Kerrville County people who were helping.
Yes.
Shriner was down there, mental health people were down there, pastors were down there doing what they could to help in any way. And this community gave and helped and things like that. And I think that we have addressed these issues, but it is hard to tell people this is not. I think it's the major on the first day said it best. Major Swire said it best. Is like, this is like a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
5-year deal.
Yes.
It's going to be a while. And he was up in Asheville, North Carolina, before he came here. So he saw that it was not going to be an easy path for us as well.
It's going to be a long time, and we're going to work tirelessly every day until it's done. But Uvalde is a good example. We're 3.5 years from that very tragic event. The Community Foundation is still active, making grants, and that community is still very much in a healing and recovery phase. They just opened up a brand new school that they built just a month or 2 ago. That has been in the works for a long time. There's even more that needs to be done in Uvalde to get that community back where it is. And we're at the 3.5 year mark. So I think we need to understand, on the one hand, yes, we're moving very, very quickly. I've had some disaster experts who know and have had experience at Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Katrina, who said that the status of Kerr County at the 4-month mark is the status of New Orleans at the 2-year mark.
Oh, wow.
After Hurricane Katrina. And so we are moving at lightning speed, and yet, it's the 20-year anniversary of Katrina this year, and there's a lot of documentaries about how a lot of things are still not where they need to be 20 years later. And that is not going to be the story of Kerr County if our community has anything to say about it, and we definitely do. So we are in this for the long haul, but we are still at the beginning, and I think we as a community need to accept that we are still in the beginning of recovery and understand the pace of things. I think we'll be better off when we understand and give each other a little grace in that.
By the way,
I agree.
I got this publication coming out December 15th, and this is the cover of it, if you haven't seen it yet. And one of the stories that we're going to tell in this is a very big magazine. One of the stories we're going to tell is like, I had an epiphany a couple weeks ago, about memorials and remembrances and things like that. And I'm like, I've gotten to the point now where I think the more the better at some point.
Yeah.
Like originally I was like, oh, maybe just one or two, but I went to the Presbyterian Church, and the Fredericksburg Chamber Orchestra was performing, and they read the names and of all the victims, all 119 victims. I think they might have read all of them from all over the hill country. And, it's hard to put it's hard to wrap your arms around how many people lost their lives, how many families lost their lives.
Yeah.
And then I went home, and I was like, it was such a moving experience. Like, it was so beautifully done. And then I got a call, like, I got home, I sat down, and I was going to watch football. I was very excited about this. And the Reverend Bert Betts called, and he said, hey, can you come down? We're doing a little All Saints event and St. Peter's Episcopal Church. And so I said, yeah, I'll come down for that. And it was gorgeous, right? Again, they read all the names, right? And I didn't feel like that was overkill. I didn't feel like it was redundant. I didn't feel like, and I realized after that, I was like, if people want to put up memorials all over the place, it's our duty to remember these people. And I sent a note to one of the family members that I've gotten to know at Mystic, and I said, look, your daughter will never be forgotten here.
Yeah.
And I think that's our duty, is to remember those people. And I think that the Community Foundation's work is helping us with that element too. Not only, like remembering that, like as you said before, that not only they're remembering those people who, they were those people who came here. They came here because they loved Kerr County.
Yes.
When you read the obituaries that we have online, how many of those people came? Well, I came because I love Camp Mystic. They have a positive memory of this.
Yeah.
I came because this is where our family had our reunions, and we loved the river, and and so I think that, the work that's being done here is not going to be easy, folks. It's not going to be quick either. So yeah, I mean that's kind of where we're at with this, right? I mean, it's just not going to be. It's going to be a little bit of it's going to be a long road ahead for all of us on this point.
Well, I think that's absolutely right, because I think the pain is deep. I think there is a lot of death. There's a lot of destruction. But there's also a lot of hope. And I really think what you said, Lewis, is, it's borderline poetic. And I never thought I'd put that in a sentence with
you,
yeah. Poetic. But it's true. I think people love the Hill Country, and they love Kerr County, and they choose to spend their holiday here, and they choose to send kids to camp here, and they choose to get away from the city here in an RV down by the river, and they choose this is a place to bring their families and have multi-generations. And some people choose to retire here, and there is something about this community that is healing. In so many ways. And I think a lot of us move here for whatever healing this community offers. And now that's dialed up.
Yeah.
And our community is going to have to deliver on our reputation for a place of healing and community.
That is so true.
For people who don't live here, and also for our own people. And we are known as a beautiful, peaceful, tranquil place where you can get your mind right. And I think that now more than ever, that order is tall, and we will meet it.
I always never forget my best friend growing up. He helped me move out here when we moved here, and he's like, how in the hell did you find this place? Where is this? Where are we? What is this? He was so stunned by it, and they came back for the eclipse, and I can't believe this place, And I had brought another childhood friend with him that we all grew up together, and they sat out here at Pint and Plow during the eclipse, and they're like, this place is awesome. And I got so many calls I felt bad. I got so many calls from people all over the country, like, are you okay? Like, I had zero time to talk to anybody, but people immediately recognized that have been here to visit this place, Even my dad, who thinks I'm crazy for living in Texas again, thinks that this is a magical place too.
Yeah.
All right. What did we learn today, Libby? You learned a lot today. Man, what a show.
Oh gosh.
Molly Putnam's new.
Can we like reverse it?
Okay. Molly Putnam, what'd you learn today?
Oh man.
I know.
Were you on any versions of this show previously?
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you learn today, though?
A lot. Like I definitely thank y'all for all of that today, because I think that was great information.
That's what we do here. We just make you sit here and be educated.
Yeah.
So, Greg Richards, the Bald Truth. What'd you learn today?
I learned that there's a kettle parade that I didn't know about.
Yeah, see, there you go. I would think that the Greg Richards Law Office would be a top participant in that. You guys are very creative.
I have a team of very creative folks that if they get wind of that, there will be a competition within my office next year on decorating a kettle.
Yep.
All right. Great to know.
Tiffany.
Hey.
Right, there you go. Awesome. What'd you learn today?
I learned that I really like that conductor wand
Isn't
I'm
that
gonna
in
get
my
on Amazon
hand.
and get you one of those.
It's a leadership tool, but it's also
Like
a
a weapon.
weapon.
yeah,
Pipe down.
yeah.
No, and I learned even more insight into the kettle parade and the competition, which I'm a competitive person, so I can't wait to get our team
Yeah,
involved.
there
in
you
that.
go. There you go. By the way, speaking of cool things, Libby,
Yes.
parade Saturday night.
I'm so excited.
5:45 we go live with Libby, Leslie, and the great and powerful Julie Davis. I got Julie Davis her chair yesterday.
So where are y'all? Where's your catbird seat this year?
We'll sit up in our usual spot
Are
there.
you
right?
allowed to say?
Yeah, on Water Street. Well, right there on
Okay.
Water Street, right there at the turn.
At the turn.
That's my favorite
Okay.
spot. I was tempted to go to Francisco's and do it over there because Perla's my idol at Francisco's, but I need to see down. To
Yeah, you can see what's coming.
yeah, yeah. So
It's a good perspective.
It's a good
too.
perspective.
I like you can see the turn.
No matter what anyone says about you, Lewis, I will never forget the day you truly served our community, and that was the holiday lighted parade of, was it 22?
Mm-hmm.
When it was 25 degrees,
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
and you were out in the street
Yep.
documenting that parade when no person should have been outdoors.
I tell you what, though.
Do you still have feeling in your nose
No,
from that day?
I'm still trying to overcome the.
What
polar
year
bear.
was that?
I was like 22, I think.
Okay.
The polar bear plunge was the one that got me still to this day.
yeah,
at Mo
at Mo
Ranch.
Ranch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this lighted parade thing is fantastic. It's one of my favorite things of the year, and I got all these nice like director's chairs for the talent.
Oh yeah.
So
Put
there's-
a
I'm
smile
gonna-
on your face.
Yeah.
Yes, at HEB they're selling these cowboy Santa hats.
Oh, get those.
Absolutely.
Get those.
Yes.
They're
So
also
excited.
selling those concho slippers too. Those like
Oh, yeah.
You've seen
Those are
those?
cool. Mhm.
Yeah.
They have like pink and
Yeah, you
the
guys should
tan
get
ones.
those.
Well,
What
and
are
even better, they have Christmas ornaments that are in the shape of a bag of flour tortillas.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and jalapeno
Yes.
poppers.
Yes.
really. Mm-hmm. Gosh,
Yeah.
I need to go back to HEB.
They have this candle there that's a gingerbread man with a cowboy hat on, and I picked him up and his hat fell off and broke. And I started to I looked at him. I was like, I'm so. Why am I apologizing to the gingerbread? But anyways, I keep thinking about him. He's so cute and fat.
After
Sorry.
We'll see y'all on
All
Saturday.
right,
Bye.
see you guys later.
I learned that we are doing the absolute best that we can. I already knew that, but to kind of hear it from people who are making, decisions, seeing the scope, and even though recovery takes, we just don't know how long recovery takes.
Yep.
We just don't know. We have an idea, but who are making decisions, it's in the right hands. We need to
Right
trust
hands.
that.
Yep. Molly, thanks for putting up with us today.
Thanks for having me today. I appreciate
Anytime.
it. A lot of
Anytime.
fun.
A lot of fun. All right. Tomorrow's show is big as well. City people will be here. Christy Vick will be here. Leslie Jones will be here. It'll be a great show. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you guys again tomorrow.